Let's get into the action, Trace. Let's find out where this one's going. First map of the series.
Out from the bomb site. Chris J is going to get double peak there up on top of the box. VP trying to force all these fights. Well, Woxic does get one. Half the time has already ticked off this bomb. These kills have got to come through very, very quickly now for the side of Mousesports. And they are just not presenting themselves. It's only
timing, and he's coming through at a pivotal point, but they need to hurry up. They need to get these kills. VP's bomb half ticked already. There's the flank for Woxic. Still plenty more players, and he can't double up. He needed that. Chris does get a frag, but right now it's damage control for Mousesports. VP should have this round under lock and key. The tap on the defuse, he's sticking it, but realizing there's just no time, there's no way, and Kika will be able to take
boost off, right? If that is something that's going to work, which will be really cool if it does. Oh, Woxic, such a shame. We've seen that a couple of times now. When this site smoke goes down, it actually lands. Right? These smokes are pretty much gone for VP. They've got one more, but you kind of need two to really shut down both of these avenues. So this gives an angle for these weapons to go peeking into, but to do that, you got to get past Sanji, which is easier said than done. Frozen freezes up there, trying to deal with him. Starts to run towards the ramp. At least two. This might just have to be the save from Mouse. He's in a pretty rough spot. Rotations have come in, and now they arrive. Woxic gets one, and because these rotations have arrived very, very promptly from Mousesports, this is looking good now for this CT side. Sanji will delete Woxic there through the smoke, but it's still a 3-on-3, and Buster getting finished off through the smoke has now put this retake in full swing for the Mouse side.
Oh, the lineup. The Krieg almost does the dirty, but Frozen will trade. He's gone Swift out, so he can at least push back into the site, but Buster looks to try and fight that back, spamming through the smoke. Full execute here for VP. Nade on the site, could deny the bomb pump, but it does do good damage. Buster's going to try and cross back, avoiding the hailstorm as Frozen goes down on the flank, and now the retake with a man disadvantage.
Jay just about wins not just one, but both of those fights, leaving this all on Buster. Chris J was on for the ace. Woxic is there.
Close in the smoke as that FaZe. There's two players on the other side, but they deconstruct the boost, and now they should be watching for this. Oh dear, it's going to get messy, and the Krieg is far better. One bullet is all that's needed. Frozen follows up with a death, and the Dren is doubled up on entries into the site. Sanji's even lurked out middle. He can hear these rotations, and he has to go down, but there are players on short side. Adren needs to clear that out. He's been tagged up by the Deagle Carrigan. He will get finished off by the Deagle Woxic. Bomb dropped in the open. Woxic can't follow up, and Frozen at the top of the boost.
Buster in. Actually, now I like to join him. This is a very, very stacked bomb site for Mao, as that Molotov is going to force Rops into the open, but he's able to get himself two with the Deagle somehow, and now they're boosting over this smoke at the back. Chris J is still here, and this
it somehow does absolutely no damage whatsoever. The Molotov following it up. Here comes Frozen.
No.
Basically getting dunked on by Adren. And he's not going to do the last one. Carrigan is only good for one.
Yeah, I would have loved to see three players here. You know, have a Carrigan and Frozen push, and then have maybe the AWP supporting, or even a third man just holding the angle, trying to trap. He's got to do everything here on his own. No support, no one nearby but enemies, and he's already found the first. That gives up his position, but lots of utility to stall this fight if he wants. He doesn't want to get caught with his pants down. Those are rotation back here. Carrigan runs right through it. 2 HP. Ballsy play, and he gets credit for it as well. The spray for Woxic finds two as VP goes storming through.
Feels like a must-win pistol round, and well, Buster getting the first man down. Carrigan tries. What? I didn't even see where that came from. Woxic's tired of waiting around. And there it is. 4 kills from Woxic. Where on earth is that case? It's only Jame left on the other side, and Woxic hungry. Might be about to see as much action as physically possible here in this second round of the first half. He just deals with them in a matter of seconds. Of course, doesn't even break a sweat. Mac 10 mowing through the unarmored opponents.
He knows.
Ops, yeah, he suspects it. He is gonna
time. Oh, he's looking the wrong way. Buster's alone. He's got to hit the Deags, and he started things off well. The smoke will allow him to push out if he wants, but Woxic is covering that bomb.
They're getting real close, but they're having to wait some smokes out before they can fully commit. 2 M4s on it, and 1 kit on a Dren.
That kit is everything. That could win this round for VP. You rarely see it on Ecos. Mousesports might not be accounting for it. Shots going off, and ooh, some of them are connecting, some of them not. The kills are in. Rops is on the flank, and he might have just won this round on his own. 2 kills. The tap is in. It doesn't matter. The time is off. And Rops, he just needs to get this final kill.
Tenuously. James going to get boosted up here to spot over the top of the...
Though it was a bit of a surprise. VP might not expect it. We have a smoke, goes on the bomb, but Frozen's there before they even fight, and he will take 2 kills.
This up. Mousesports still trundling in towards A, still walking into this stack that VP have here. And the kills are all coming up in favor of VP. Robs is brought down to just 7 points of health. If he falls here, Jane can even elect to swing wide. Instead, he just grabs the gun and falls on back.
They've got themselves into a purple pickle situation. The time dwindling down completely, and it's just Woxic and Rops. Find some kills and get the bomb planted here. Almost getting caught out as Woxic and Pika and Tanda. He's just cleared it up.
Pushed up, dropping the bomb. Oh, he's slid a gap, and somehow he gets away. Utility could be the end of it, but Mousesports have no more grenades, so they've got to take the fight. Carrigan doubling up inside of the site, traded by Sanji, but Rops has his cover. And Buster, again, this lone B rotation.
I think Buster's going to go for this. He's dropping a smoke, the timing is going to catch him with his pants down.
And this represents a bit of a problem for VP. Still with this 3-man stack, they start to rotate 2 players off of A. It feels like they've got the read as to what's going on in this round. Trades go left and right, and ultimately, it ends up going in favor of VP. Sanji shuts down the window push, and now it's down to Chris J and Woxic in a 2-on-3. A man down in this one. Mid kicker is lying in wait back here at CT spawn.
Oh, yeah, Mousesports are running out of time. They've got to get this kill kicker right now. If they want the plant on the A site, Woxic's got the kill. But the defense here, you would assume Carrigan's going to get flashed up, flashed in, but the spam from the smoke is good. Sanji with 1. Buster follows up. It's 3 players with a kill here for VP, and no one from Mousesports on this scoreboard. James going to join the party with another, and he might just close it out. Woxic instead, another ace perhaps. He's got 2.
Yeah, but this is a very, very tall order to ask of Woxic. And he's here in middle. Rosen's got him dead to rights, and now a Dren trying to deal with Chris J, but he's such a nuisance, is this man. Drops the smoke and frozen reward play. Because if you lose, you've got nothing. And you needed that AWP to find a good result early on. It's not able to do so. Buster getting dinked, getting brought down low. Chris J is desperate for this trade. The Molotov in his back pocket could spice things up a hell of a lot. It's actually going to miss the mark.
Woxic tucked himself behind the pillar, and one by one, these CTs are beginning to falter.
Yeah, this is just going to be the map point round for Mousesports locked on in. Right, Jame and Buster not able to do anything in this situation. They actually
are not in the club, but currently about 50 cents left in the bank account of Virtus.pro, making a quick work.
VP, they know this play is coming through. Buster is alone on B. Kicker pushes up through the molly for another kill. Nice spam back, does at least get some revenge. Chris J.
J giving the openers needed to get this bomb at least close to the site. Now that molly gets that's another kill, but this time through a smoke, not through a wall. That's still just as impressive. Chris hasn't even seen an enemy yet, and he's on 3, looking for even more. They're going to try and boost Rops. Up and over. Oh dear. Buster sees it. Now he knows that there's at least 1 player there. Chris J tries to get by, knows where both these players are now. Sanji puts him in the ground. Rops has to finish what Chris so courteously started moments ago. He does deal with the first man. Now just Buster left to find, and Rops takes the victory. It's about to go down here on Train. And now as we head on into our second map in this series, all that's left to do is wait to see if this is going to end here or carry us forward to a 3rd.
Now, I am joined here in the studio by both Machine.
Well, fast out through main, trying to stay low, but not too slow is Carrigan, and he gets stopped in his tracks. Speaking of tracks, over here towards Ivy side on Train, that's where the bulk of this action's going down. It's a Dren and Sanji getting a bunch of kills between the 2 of them. Finish.
Doing here, get out.
All right.
Well, it was nice having him, but he is gone. That's not Harry, of course, it's Sanji out of the server, out of the round as he gets one peak down by Karrigan. Couple of kills in response by Buster, but these Deegs are left with just 2. Mousesports, they like pulling themselves out of precarious positions, but this is not one that Frozen should have any business winning. He's got a kill. That will be his last. Jay won the game. Virgo was evidence of that. 11-4. It did go the way of Mousesports in the end. Kicker running out of ammo, needs the support. Jaime is going to run up the ramp to help him out. Frozen does get it. Ooh, maybe some more. He's got a FAMAS as well, but a 1 or 2 on 4 rather with Rops.
Jaime is the man to now take up this position. Chris J is not waiting around. He's sick and tired of playing this slow, playing it by the book. And they know where that bomb is. Look at Jay. He's like,
oh dear.
That's ugly. That's not pretty. And Frozen gets that kill. Jay made the decisions full on Neo, just dodging these bullets left and right.
This grenade is all it takes from Jaime, though. A little bit of a shoulder there. James going to go for it. He's going to pay for it.
Closes his man advantage down a bit, but James' position is the one that looks to solidify this round down an Ivy side.
But he can't see Rops. Rops gets a shot off an acute there in connector. And there isn't even a response from the side of Virtus.pro. Now, James time in Ivy. Speaking of time, just 40 seconds left. The clock bomb will be planted by Frozen under the veil of a smoke. Rops with the swing, James with a characteristic miss. To do. And as it works, why would they change it? Except for this time, Karrigan is slipped all the way around to hold bomb. He's going to be able to get the drop. If for any kills that VP can put together in this round would help.
Adjustment here from VP, or if it's just dependent on this buy. Karrigan, quick kill on Jaime, who gets flashed in through the smoke. That M4 falls short of a kill in this round. Adren's pushed up as well, but Chris J is holding for it, and his MP7 finds success as well. He loves that gun, Chris. Now Buster's got to do it all. Oh, where has that come from?
It's turned around, hasn't it? Right back into their face. Walks at 57 HP. He's going to have to duck out of T-Con. Meanwhile, his
being. That is until Jay moves over to try and join the party. All the kills coming up in favor of Mouse. That is until Buster deals with Karrigan on that lurk at A, and that leaves just these 4 B-side players now brought down to 3.
And Sanji good for 1 on a walks it, but him backing up the ramp is going to make Mousesports very uneasy. Even with the bomb planted, they are being pressed. They are being pressed for this site. There we go. James. Good shot on the Rops. Going to leave just Chris J. We've seen the man do it before, and he's going to walk right into this one. Gets 1. Goes for the second.
More time to react as well than the traditional con peak, and there's the shot. Chris getting leg. Not enough, though, and woxic's taking him down.
Yeah, that didn't work out too well, did it? The leg goes a long way, but no K at the end of the day. And Karrigan continues his rampage. Wasn't enough. And now what will they do to hold Ivy? Pop flash can come in, but Karrigan way too quick on the trigger.
He couldn't even see, man. He was blind. He gets 2 kills. James, same story, except he can see, and he will take these players down with him. Now the one, no, missed shot, and almost going down as a result was Frozen, but he peeks out wide and finishes off the job while blind. It's a case of not being able to see your enemies in this round for Mouse.
Down through Olaf, and is looking for a kill here. Does catch not just 1, but 2 players by surprise. Buster comes in with the Deeg shot there onto Chris J, but this should just be the mop-up now for Mousesports.
Double smokes down, Sanji goes through.
Connector start to close the distance a bit. The crossfire doesn't give the results they were hoping for. Time's ticking away. And even as woxit gets 1, it's not going to be...
Back to this A site. Karrigan flashed out, bursting into the yard. James will stop the first man, and Karrigan finds his first as well. Doubles it, keeps it in the 3-on-3 as Sanji drops his teammate side by side. He's still here in the sandwich, and Karrigan getting it right through to his death. It's a 3-on-2.
VP very, very slow on this approach, and this could cost them dearly. Rops is locking down the site. It's only James left to beat. And even though he gets that kill, there's no time for the James to come back from his short respite over at the B-bomb site. Sanji getting himself 1 on the board. And Dren waiting here does manage to deal with Chris, and it's only Rops left in a 1v4. He's able to mop up the first man, but this should be... Well, let's see. woxic, he's not waiting around for long down at the bottom of Ivy. Neither is Frozen. They both get dealt with very, very quickly now as this pistol round looks to be fast from VP. Chris J trying to buy some time, and that does allow Rops to swing out and deal with.
Angle here to get a kill. Spam with a Deagle to the run for Kickert does take it down. The Deagle responds from Frozen. The AWP keeping things up for Mousesports, and Woxic, he's not done with one. He'll double up as Jame and Sanji need to make the impossible happen. That smoke meant to fade, and Jame misses his shot, does get the follow-up, but now he's alone, and Woxic knows exactly where he is. The flank is in. Jame deals with it well. 20 seconds on the clock, and 2 players on the site. James found one, and it's down to the one-on-one. Woxic so low. Pistol would do, but James sticking with the AWP, and he's seen the barrel. I think he's seen the barrel. He's gonna get the flick.
Got to drop down from the bomb site. Adren gonna fake the noise. I don't think that was intentional. I think he just missed the jump. Still, there we go. Does actually get dealt with by Woxic. Jame to try and clutch again, but surely not. Back-to-back clutches, and Woxic is the man to beat once more for the AWP of VP. Clash of the Titans here. Woxic on the...
And if he peeks out wide here, they are not going to be ready for the timing. They just cleared this. They just emptied it, and Kickert will empty them, filling them with bullets.
Hardly any in the Pro League. I think those first 2 groups boasted 7 aces early on over in the region. Well, in this series alone, I'm pretty sure we've had 3 thus far. Frozen might just be about to offer up another. He's deep down 2, and with it, he's dropped the bomb. Mousesports trying to fight back with nothing but pistols in this round. Bomb site, trying to hold this round together. USP of Woxic finds damage, but not quite the kill. Adren now, all alone. Frozen and Rops, the 2 players that have delivered everything with these Deagles, have to be the ones to close this round out. Adren tagged up by the Krieg and finished off by Rops.
Trying to stall this bomb plant for as long as he can, and playing on the bomb train will allow him to do so. Frozen goes up and above, but he doesn't realize they've already crossed. They're already below him. 10 seconds, the grenade does damage, and the kills will do even more. Carrigan spraying, and Frozen finishes off the bomb. It's 3 seconds on the clock. Against these pistols of VP, even further extended. All Frozen unscopes, and they get out and about. There's still a man, and the pop dog coming in late. Nice grenade, but tip-tap. That's when these Kriegs and these Orgs can really come to life. Oh, Carrigan caught out. There's a chance here for Jane, but he won't be able to take it.
Had the opportunity to get it. Rops is close here on the ramp, and they are going to check for him. They should have. It's the famous heavy G line. They cannot plant in main, and this round is no exception. VP gets is Rops here at the B bomb site. He has got a lot of responsibility on his shoulders, and he tears them all down. Jame is the last man left. He's had heroics here at B in the past, but this time he's